Hey team, James as a book is so practical. In 122 we read, "Be doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving yourselves." James, the half-brother of Jesus, born to Mary, like Jesus, different father, grew up watching his older brother Jesus. And he knew from Jesus' life that it wasn't just hearing about the Torah, the Bible, the Word of God, it was doing it. That's what counts. That's where the rubber meets the road. So you see, it's easy in a world like ours where everything centers around ideas and words to forget that the action is most important. Our world swirls around thoughts, big ideas, written, spoken. Every form of media is filled with talking heads. And even when we attend church, which is so important, it's still mostly about words and ideas. But all of the worship and teaching is a launching pad for the rocket of reality, the doing. Jesus himself taught something similar in the Sermon on the Mount. He said that we will be known by our actions and that we are called to bear fruit, that we couldn't just be a barren fruit tree. We needed to bear luscious fruit in our lives. And then he goes on to conclude that everyone who hears the words of mine and does them will be like a wise man who built his house on a rock. So Jesus and James insist that following Jesus is not just words and ideas from the Bible. It's not just inspiring songs, warm feelings. When we worship, it's not just hugging one another and singing, saying, "I love you," but it's actually doing something. So James gives us three areas in the rest of his book for you to just think about. He says, with our eyes, don't just judge and make conclusions with your eyes. He says that the wealthy man looks more important than the poor man. But that's a wrong conclusion because the poor man is still made in the image of God and needs our attention. He says with our tongue, we have to be very, very careful how we act out our faith, that we are not to be quick to speak and not to be quick to judge, that we need to curb our tongue. And then with our hands, he says that we use our hands to help the underprivileged, like the widow and the orphan, and to help feed and clothe people in need. So with our eyes, tongue, hands, all of this is action. This is action in faith. It's not earning our salvation. It's already a free gift. It's just the appropriate response to the love of God. And aren't you glad that God is a God of action, that he didn't just sit up in heaven and have loving, warm thoughts about you, but he went into action and came to earth. He died on the cross. He rose again from the dead, and he's coming again, all because he loves you. So here we go today. We're going to be people of faith, and that means we are going to do our love. We have big eyes for the opportunities that are ahead of us. We have big hands to have love in action. We have a small tongue and a big heart to follow Jesus and to do what he wants us to do. God bless you.